A. I'm searching the evidence of God, but I can't find anything. I understand you're looking for God through internet, but actually the right place to look is on Bhagavad Gita on chapter 10. There display the evidence of God. How? Could you explain me that? Yes. Material nature, for example. We have the sun, the moon, the air, and also the planets who circulates around the sun. Or another example, the watch. Is the watch made by itself? All the pieces? No, it's a man-making. Exactly. So, similarly, this material creation is created by God. Another example is the seasons. We have autumn, winter, spring, summertime. By nature is one after another coming. Okay, could you explain me a bit more? Yes, let me give you another example. Our material eyes are not qualified to see God, but we can feel it. We can see that God is there. For example, if we have 2 glasses of water and we put salt in one of them and you don't know which one has salt, you have a look and you don't see. You see, your eyes are not qualified. But when you taste it, you know which one has the salt. To explain you more in depth, let's watch Keshav Maharaj's YouTube video. Have a look.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Someone once came to me and said, I've been praying to God for many, many years, but God never came to me. I never saw God. I never experienced God. I never felt close to God. And therefore, because I've never experienced or seen God, how can you expect me to go on this spiritual journey? How can you expect me to dedicate my life to the Bhagavad Gita when I don't see Krishna in my life? This is perhaps one of the most common excuses that we come across. One of the most common reasons that people give for not practicing spirituality. In the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is actually demonstrating how he is fully available for anyone who wants to perceive his existence. In one beautiful verse he says, Yad yad vibhutimat sattvam shrimad urjitameva va tattadeva vagachatvam mamatejom sasambhavam. Krishna says, when you look out of the window and see all beautiful, wondrous, breathtaking creations, then you should understand that all of that comes from but one spark of my splendor. Krishna explains, Rasoham apsukonteya prabhashmi shashishuryayo Pranava sarva vedeshu shabdhake paurusham rishu. Krishna says, I am the taste in water. I am the light of the sun and the moon. I am the sound in ether. I am the syllable in Om. And I am the ability in every single person. Is there a day when you don't drink water? Is there a day that goes by when you don't have at least one moment of silence? Is there a day when you don't see the light of the sun and the moon? Krishna is fully available. But the question is, are we awake, alert, and attentive to see Krishna? Once there was a very, very famous violinist named Joshua Bell. Joshua Bell was an award-winning violinist. He would perform at venues where thousands of people would come, and the ticket to enter his concert was no less than $100. Joshua Bell's violin itself was estimated to cost $3 million. This is Joshua Bell, one of the most famous violinists in the entire world. That Joshua Bell once went to an American subway station and began busking with his $3 million violin in the underground station. At rush hour, all of those people were rushing by, and in 1 hour, only 3 people stopped to watch him. And in that 1 hour, he collected donations which did not exceed $30. This is the same Joshua Bell who 2 nights before had played in a sellout concert with thousands of people who had paid $100 to see him. When we are busy, when our mind is preoccupied with many other things, when there is noise around us, we may not perceive the value that is right in front of our eyes. Just like all these busy commuters, many of whom may even have attended that concert, just as they were so preoccupied that they never saw Joshua Bell in the subway station. We may be so preoccupied in our life, so busy, so bombarded with many, many different thoughts, that even though Krishna is fully available, we're not able to see or perceive his existence. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. And therefore, if we actually want to perceive Krishna, if we want to see Krishna, if we want to experience Krishna, then he's fully available. However, it requires that we open our minds, we open our hearts, and we open our eyes to see him. And when we do that willingly, then we can actually see it's not a question of not seeing Krishna. Krishna is actually everywhere, all around me, acting, arranging, and fully involved in our life on a moment-to-moment basis. So Krishna consciousness and the Bhagavad Gita is not meant to just help you believe in God. It's a book which is meant to train you to perceive God's presence at every moment in our life. And that is the offer. So if someone says, I haven't seen Krishna, I haven't experienced Krishna, we have to go back to them and ask them, have you opened your mind? Have you opened your heart? Have you opened your eyes? Because Krishna is not a distant God. Krishna is a very close God, and a close God who is very, very active.